let's talk about full English breakfasts. Full English breakfast. Eddie, please, off the top of your head, could you list out the order of prominence with the ingredients of a full English breakfast?
Prominence.
Just the first few. Prominence. That's the
Okay.
word I'm going to use. So if I said to you, think of a fruit, would I be correct in thinking an apple is the first thing you think of?
Yes.
Okay. If I said, think of a...
Vegetable.
No.
No?
No, it needs to be a bit, like a lot more specific than that. Think of a...
Hat.
No, not a hat.
You wear a hat to one podcast.
Okay, think of a soft drink. Coca-Cola is what most people are going to think of first, right?
Yeah, I would say for me it's Pepsi, but it's only because of work.
Okay,
We sell Pepsi.
why are you complicating it? Right, okay.
But it's still a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, it would have been. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
it's
first.
a cola, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So in that respect, what's the first thing you think of in an English breakfast?
See, it's difficult
Okay.
because I know what you want me to say.
I don't want you to say it.
I know what he wants me to say. So there is a real temptation to
say
say
neither.
neither.
Which friendship do you want to destroy, Eddie?
I mean, no, because you can't look at me like that.
No, I'm just saying whose house you're in. Maybe that will guide your maybe that will guide your answer.
No, okay. If I'm listing it off, bacon, but it's alphabetical.
Oh, you are. you spineless Swiss cretin.
Swiss.
Yeah, again, not taking a position. That's a running theme through this podcast.
Oh, right, okay, I see it.
Ignoring whether it was alphabetized or not. Is bacon not the first thing you think of if I say think of an English... Not to lead your answer.
But if you answer correctly.
Possibly, but the problem is we've had this conversation several times today.
Yeah.
So by that logic, now it is yes.
Right. Before I said anything, would you have said
I have
bacon?
no idea.
Okay. Well, Eddie's not going to be of any help in
No.
this particular
No.
debate.
Do you want to have we explained the debate properly?
No. Well, yeah, we can get to it.
I think that was supposed to be a lead-in.
Yes,
but,
it was.
You being you, Eddie. you can't take sides, can you?
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Jordan,
Yes.
list off in order of prominence the ingredients of a full English breakfast.
My argument is not with its prominence.
That's not an answer.
No, because this is okay. Let's actually explain ourselves,
Okay.
right?
All right.
There is a distinct hierarchy of food
By what metric?
by metric. Right. If you have a meal,
Yeah.
then there are one of the components of the meal
Is the main thing.
is the main thing. It's
Yeah.
the centerpiece, and everything is sort of an accompaniment to it.
Yeah.
Therefore, there must be a hierarchy of food in which there are certain foods that take prominence over others. So, for example, I would say that in most cases, if meat is present in a dish,
Yes.
it is the centerpiece of the dish.
I would agree.
Yes. So,
Do you think bacon's a vegetable?
here's the thing. For some reason, cooked breakfast is chosen. This is the hill you've chosen to die on. It's cooked breakfast.
Die on, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I have previously said that sausages are the sort of...
Absolutely not.
But you completely disagree with that.
Yeah.
You think it's bacon.
Well, you're telling me, right, that there is like an objective hierarchy of foods. If you're saying there's an objective hierarchy of foods, you need to point me towards that objective hierarchy.
Okay. Well, as I said, meat is typically at the top.
Okay, but like, by what is this? Like the FDA food ranking list? Like, what are you
it's
talking
not.
about?
It's just common sense.
Right, exactly. It's common sense.
Yeah.
So I think if I said to people, either picture an English breakfast or list me what should be in an English breakfast.
Yes.
Most people would say bacon first, and most people would picture bacon first.
Yes, but that's going on popularity.
And no, prominence. It's going on prominence.
No.
I think you could conceivably have a version of the English breakfast without sausages. You cannot have it without bacon. It simply is not an English breakfast without bacon.
That doesn't mean bacon is the centerpiece of the meal.
What are you arguing about?
Right, okay.
It's the centerpiece of the meal.
Right. You know the components of a cooked breakfast, don't you?
Yes.
List for me the order of the components in order of, like, prominent importance, shall I say.
Importance in what sense?
importance in like, oh, these need to be in the meal.
It's not this without this thing.
Yes.
Okay. Bacon,
Sure.
sausage,
Okay.
beans,
Okay.
bread or toast,
Right.
hash browns,
Okay.
and then you've got your black pudding and your tomato.
Okay. Where's your egg?
Right, yeah, that's what I was forgetting.
Yeah.
That comes after sausage before beans.
Yes, I would agree.
that's
I would
my
agree that it comes before beans, at least.
Yes, that's
Yes.
my list.
Okay.
You rank them.
Okay. No, actually, no. This is completely wrong. The reason this happened is because you were eating a cooked breakfast, weren't you? That had all of these ingredients.
Right.
And you were eating them one by one, like a maniac.
That's how I eat. I acknowledge that it's not always how I eat, but it's a lot of the time how I eat. Yeah.
The food is the.
Oh, it's a different argument. It's a different argument.
There are multiple things on the plate because they're meant to be eaten together. You don't eat them one at a time. Just have a plate of bacon, or just have a plate of eggs.
I'll eat what I want, when I want, and how I want it. I paid for the food. How I eat it is my concern.
No,
Yes.
that's the equivalent of those people who commit hate speech and then go, I can say what I want.
I think you're entering a realm where you don't know what you're talking about there.
No, people who are just like deliberately like insulting or deliberately trying to start shit. It's like, no, I can say what I want. You can't have a go.
Explain to me how that's equivalent.
Because you just the food is supposed to be eaten together.
According to what standard?
There are people, the
According to
people
your
who
standard.
created that dish,
According
and
to your
people who
standard.
refined that dish.
According to your
They were like,
standard.
right, these are the things that need to be eaten together.
Right. Okay. So
We've decided that these are the things that go together. This is the meal that you're having.
I've got a full English breakfast in front of me.
Yes.
Let's say it's got chips on it,
Okay.
and I want to start eating the chips.
Right.
How many chips am I allowed to eat before you permit me to move on to something else?
No, you eat the chips with the. You don't eat the chips.
Yeah.
first.
So how many? What should I eat first then?
No, but this is the thing.
Right.
This is where this came from.
Okay.
It's because I said the sausage is the thing that you eat last. You finish with the sausage.
Okay.
Because sausage is like the important.
Right.
And then that's where this argument began.
Okay.
You were like, no, bacon is the most important thing. You should finish with bacon.
No. I'm not necessarily saying you should finish with bacon because
Okay.
I'm not a food Nazi like you.
Right.
I don't think there should be a specific order in which you eat your meal.
Okay.
I'm just saying, as far as an English breakfast goes, it isn't one without bacon more than anything else.
Right. But you shouldn't finish with bacon.
That's a separate argument. I'm not saying you should.
No,
finish with
that is
anything.
the argument.
No, it's not the argument.
No, it is the argument. Because
I don't care what you finish with.
the argument.
I don't care what you
over
finish
time,
with.
because we've had this argument many
I don't
times.
care
And
what you
over
finish
time,
with.
it has been distorted and it's been shifted to different.
Distorted.
Yes,
Right.
because that is what the argument was. We've introduced
No,
it
it
as some-
wasn't.
No,
It
we
wasn't.
introduced it as something different.
Every time we've had this conversation, I've always started with the example of if I asked someone to name what's in an English breakfast, they would say bacon first.
Okay.
That has always been where I'm coming from.
Yes, but you finish with sausage. Sausage is.
I
like,
don't care what you finish
It's
with.
like the big-
I
it's
don't
the
care what
finale
you
of the
finish
meal.
with. I don't care. I'm not arguing
If
about
something
what
is the
food you should
finale,
finish
if
with.
something is the
I
finale of the
don't
meal,
care.
it is the most
I
important
don't-
part of the meal.
No. There's no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care what order you eat your food in. Who cares? Right?
Right.
But I'm saying that the main thing in an English breakfast is the bacon.
No, it's the most popular.
The Power Ranger. The main Power Ranger is red. He may not be the leader or the one that ends up doing the whatever, he usually is. But when you think of a Power Ranger, people think red.
I think of the Omega Ranger.
Yeah, but you're a freak. That has always been my argument.
What do you think
I
of?
don't
Do you think of
care.
Omega or do you think of red?
I don't fucking know.
I don't care what order you eat your food in.
Right.
So yeah,
But you have to
I
admit-
ask you again.
you have to
how
admit-
many chips am I allowed to eat before I can move on to something
You
else?
have to admit it's strange though if you have like a steak
Yeah.
and some chips and like I don't know peas.
Yeah.
And you finish the meal with the peas.
yeah.
You've peaked. You've climaxed early.
It's unusual.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You eat your meal how you paid for it. You eat it how you want to eat it.
No, don't do that.
What?
No, because
I'm not being insincere. This is
No, you are.
genuinely where I'm coming from.
No,
I don't care how you eat your food. So many things about modern life irritate me. I don't care how you eat your food as long as you do it quietly.
But this is not an argument.
What are you trying to get me to say? What do you want me to say to you right now?
No, because we're having this argument of like, oh, this is the order you eat your food, and you're being
No,
like,
I don't care what order you eat your food
No,
in.
but that's what the argument is.
It's not. I
It
don't
is. It's
care
one
what
of
order
those
you eat your
arguments.
food
It's like
in.
one of those like, oh, it's those arguments you have with your friends, and it's like that. But
No,
you're
I've
bringing
always,
like real
my
things
argument
into
is
it.
what is the main thing in an English breakfast.
Okay.
You're taking main to mean the thing you the denouement of the meal, the thing you culminate with.
How would it not be?
Whatever meal I get, I might start with a meat sometimes. I'm a maverick.
Okay.
All over the place.
Okay,
So there is
starting the meal typically is less important than how you finish it.
Yeah, you typically start with your peas, your beans, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you start with the smaller things.
Yes.
But you can just jump straight into the steak.
Yes.
But you also finish with the steak.
Broadly speaking, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You finish with the centerpiece.
Right.
You finish with like the most filling, the most
Okay.
Okay. The thing.
Right.
The thing is sausage.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying that the main thing in an English breakfast is bacon.
No, the most popular thing in an English breakfast.
And
is
that's
bacon.
what makes it the main thing.
No,
in an English
bacon is
breakfast.
like bacon.
People can if you have a plate of all the things of an English breakfast, but without bacon, it just doesn't look like a full English breakfast.
Bacon is...
Without sausages, you could conceivably live with it.
No. Bacon is like, it's that guy who like turns up at the party
Right.
with like a 6-pack and everyone's like, oh yeah, like bacon's here, it's gonna be a
Right.
really good time.
Right.
But then bacon will like get everybody drunk
Right.
and bacon will be like, he'll like try and sleep with someone's girlfriend and he'll be kicked out.
Right.
Sausage is like the housemate that stayed sober who's looking after you the following morning and
Boring.
listening to all your
The boring
drama.
one.
No, but you need
The
people.
boring one.
You need
The
that.
boring one.
That's the one who
The
gets you
boring one.
back to life.
No, I'll tell you. What bacon is
Bacon
what,
is fun, but it fucks up your life.
bacon-
Sausage
bacon-
is there to pick up the pieces.
Bacon is what I am. Oh, I see where this is really coming from now. You've somehow tied in your romantic insecurities with this whole thing.
No.
Yeah, you have.
No, it's
oh,
not.
yeah, I tell you what, Bacon's the guy that comes in and shags your girlfriend called X and does this thing and makes you feel miserable. No, right. Bacon.
Oh, I should have bought popcorn.
Bacon, we got skills. You got
Yeah,
next.
yeah.
No, mate, I'm loving this.
Bacon is what I am in any context where work has to be done off the back of a group of people that's not motivated by employment, right?
Right.
So like a band or a team of writers. If Sam or Bacon isn't there is no party.
No.
Yes.
No.
But yes, you can have a party without sausage. It might be a bit boring, it might be a bit tasteless. Yeah, it's a hedonist party. But without bacon, there simply isn't a party. I rest my case.
No.
I kind of agree
Yeah.
because I'm usually the boring one that's not at the party. So
Look, we're all the boring ones at the party, let's face it. Alright, well, that ended.
Because I'm still pretty angry. So I don't know if it's over yet.
Okay, alright. We might revisit it in a future podcast then.
Yeah.
We'll go off do some research. Okay.
that was amazing. I don't know about anyone else listening, but I really enjoyed listening to that. Just sat here eating Skittles for 10 minutes.
That's right. I'll make up a John layer. I'll fondle his teeth or something.
Oh, I'd like that.
Oh, good. Yeah.